Hello, welcome to Active Mathematics Lesson 3. Today's lesson focuses on 3D shapes. Previously, we learned that shapes can be put in two broad or basic categories: 2D shapes and 3D shapes. In this lesson, you can describe 3D shapes, give examples of 3D shapes, and then identify the properties of some 3D shapes or objects. Now, what are 3D shapes? 3D shapes are solids. A solid is hard or firm and keeps a clear shape. 3D shapes are real objects around you. You can touch and carry them. They are not flat shapes drawn on flat surfaces. Lastly, because 3D shapes are real and solid, they take up space. Dimensions of 3D shapes. You can also describe 3D shapes as three-dimensional. This means 3D shapes have 3 dimensions. The dimensions include length, width, and height. The length is the measurement along the longest side of an object or shape. The width is the distance across the object from one end to the other, whilst the height is the distance from the top to the bottom of the object. Properties or features of 3D shapes. The properties of 3D shapes include faces, edges, and vertices. Now, let's take them one at a time. Face. Face is the flat surface of a geometric solid. The keywords here are flat and surface. Edge. The edge of a solid is the line segment that defines the meeting place of two faces or surfaces. A solid which does not have a face cannot have edges. Last, let's look at the vertex. Generally, the vertex of a 3D shape is the point where two or more edges meet. On the other hand, the vertex of some exceptional shapes is the point where the straight lines that form their sides meet. Hope it is not confusing, right? We can now take a look at some examples of 3D shapes. They include sphere, cuboid, cube, cylinder, cone, square-based pyramid, tetrahedron, triangular prism, and hexagonal prism. Now let's take a look at the faces, edges, and vertices of given 3D shapes one at a time. Cuboid. I want you to count the number of faces, edges, and vertices of the cuboid. Good work there. Now let's do it together. Faces first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's go to edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That is a long one there. Now let's go to the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's good. So from the counting, we observed that the cuboid has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. Another observation is that the opposite sides of a cuboid are always the same in length. Next is cube. A cube is a special type of cuboid. All the faces are the same shape. They all take the shape of a square. A square has all the sides equal. Now back to the faces, edges, and vertices. A good look at the cube will reveal to you that its property count is the same as the cuboid. This is to say that the cube also has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. Now we have a triangular prism. You can see that the triangular prism has 5 faces. Meanwhile, it has 2 faces that are triangles. The 3 other faces are rectangular in shape. Additionally, the 2 triangles are always the same in size and are opposite. Moving on, the triangular prism has 9 edges and 6 vertices. Excellent. This is a cylinder. The cylinder has 2 flat surfaces, which implies it has 2 faces. However, it has another surface that is curved. We can then conclude that a cylinder has 3 surfaces, 2 flats, and 1 curved. How many edges does it have then? The 2 red rings represent the edges. They are connected by the curved surface from the middle and the flat surface from the 2 ends. For the vertices, you can see that the edges do not meet. As a result, the cylinder cannot have any vertex. The cone also reveals both flat and curved surfaces. How many are they then? The cone has 1 flat surface and 1 curved surface. In that case, the cone has 2 surfaces. Moving on, the 2 surfaces meet at a point to form a circular edge. In that case, the cone has 1 edge. Now here comes the exception, the vertex. The vertex of the cone is the point where the lines that form its sides meet. Hope that is clear and well understood. Good. What about sphere? The sphere has no face. Face is flat, but the sphere is completely round. So we can say the sphere has 1 curved surface. However, it has no edge and no vertex. This is so because no faces are meeting and no edges are meeting too. Finally, we can study our table of 3D shapes with keen interest on their number of faces, edges, and vertices. Firstly, the cuboid and cube both have 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. Triangular prism, on the other hand, has 5 faces, 9 edges, and 6 vertices. What about square-based pyramid? It has 5 faces, 8 edges, and 5 vertices. And then tetrahedron has 4 faces, 6 edges, and 4 vertices. The table continues. A hexagonal prism has 8 faces, 18 edges, and 12 vertices. We also observed that a cylinder has 2 faces and one curved surface. It also has two edges and no vertex. The cone also has one face and one curved surface. It also has one edge and one vertex. The last is the sphere. It has one curved surface but no edge and no vertex. Excellent! It has been an exciting, fun and active moment. Hope you liked the video. Hit the like button and remember to subscribe to Active Learners channel for more lessons. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye.